Hi, I'm Coach Cowland, and in this presentation we're going to be looking at graphing motion. There are three main graphs that we use with motion. The first one is a distance time graph. On the distance time graph we plot distance on the y-axis and time on the x-axis. This is because when we combine distance and time to find the slope, we will then get the speed. Because distance is not a vector and it has no direction, speed also has no direction, and we can't use this graph to find velocity. If we want to find velocity, we need to use a displacement time graph. A displacement time graph has displacement in place of distance on the y-axis and can have a positive displacement or a negative displacement. When we look at a displacement time graph, we can find a number of important facts. The slope of the path will give us its velocity. If there is no slope and the line is horizontal, then we know that the velocity is 0. If there is a curve, however, we know that there is an acceleration. There are two types of curve, one that curves upwards, as in this diagram, or one that curves towards the horizontal. A curve like the one shown indicates an acceleration in the same direction as the velocity, and the slope is getting steeper, so the velocity is getting higher. If the curve is the opposite way and tending towards the horizontal, then the acceleration opposes the velocity and the velocity will be decreasing. The third type of graph is a velocity time graph. The velocity is on the y-axis and the time is on the x-axis. Now, the slope denotes the acceleration and not the velocity. Any horizontal line shows a constant velocity. What variable do you think you could find by calculating the area under the graph if you multiplied velocity by time? Pause the video and have a go before we go on to the next slide. You ready? The area under the velocity time graph will give you displacement. If you multiply the units meters per second, meters divided by seconds seconds, you end up with the units meters. That clue tells you that the area beneath the velocity time graph is displacement. References. Okay, so that's the end of the presentation. So what I need you to do is go back through it, make notes on everything that we've covered, complete the examples, check that you understand them, write down any questions that you have, things that you would like to go over in class. I'd like you to think of at least 2, and be prepared to continue on working on this in class, and I will see you then. Goodbye.